welcome back to yet another video. Now today we've got another beautiful Nerf mod overview. Now this is of my new Nerf Stryfe. It looks kind of like an AK-47 when I put this certain mag in. Let me show you. Tell me that doesn't look kind of like an AK-47. A little bit. The back half anyway. With this thing it looks kind of like a suppressor or something, whatever. Anyway, let's get into the video. Let me stop rambling. Basically, in today's video, we're going to be doing a full overview of this thing right here. Now, this blaster is a beautiful little creation by myself, if I say so myself. I really love how this thing turned out. It looks really nice, and the paint job, it's not a full paint job, it's actually some additional bits onto the original Nerf paint job. So, if you notice that, then leave a like below. I designed this to be a bit of a wow blaster. It has to be pretty practical. I had to have some good attachments on there, but nothing too crazy. Now to start off, let's go over the front. This is a Spectre Nerf barrel attachment. It's the elite version, and I have to say a huge thank you to Goonie for giving me this. I'm gonna have to give him something in return eventually. This is a fantastic addition for this blaster. Just pop it on like that. And there we go, you got a suppressor on the front. For those of you who follow me and my channel, you will know that I absolutely adore suppressors. And of course it matches the color scheme. Continuing with the attachments, this is a worker stock which was originally blue, and I painted a nice white stripe on top to match the blue and white color scheme for the original Stryfe. I also added some black ribbon on here which I put on my last Stryfe, and it just kind of like adds a bit of black to the rear of the blaster. It looks cool. Tied it on there. Makes me feel tactical. And of course this is the actual blaster that we're talking about. We are in business. Now this project took me a little while to complete, but I was very happy with the outcome of it. I had to wait for a lot of special parts to arrive, and I had a couple little mishaps here and there, but it turned out very nicely in the end. To start off, on the outside we've actually got some beautiful resin cast parts in white by Biggs NZ. These are all resin cast, molded and everything like that. This is jam door, the sling point, muzzle, rev trigger and mag release, trigger, and there's another sling mount down here. All these parts are really nice, and I'm very happy that I actually managed to get them off of him, because they're one of the first white sets that he actually made, and they just look beautiful. They're a fantastic little piece of this Stryfe. Some of you guys might know how orange can be a bit annoying sometimes. All the Nerf guns have orange on them, so I decided to add a little bit of white to match the color scheme, and I'm very happy with the outcome. Also on the outside we have plenty of Jace 3D goodie pieces. This is a extended battery door from Jace 3D with a thumb screw. I actually painted a white stripe on this to match the original Stryfe white stripe, which is a bit of a tongue twister there, but we got it. Also on the bottom there is a handle extension, just for those people with bigger hands. As you can see, my hand does go off the bottom pretty much there, so that does help a lot with a bit of comfort and all that. I painted that and added some black details, got some white on the bottom to match the rest, and that turned out nicely. I've also got a Jace 3D extended magwell. All of these Jace 3D bits are 3D printed, but yeah, that just helps actually guide your magazine into the blaster. So without this, you're probably going to miss it a lot. You're going to be fumbling around. With this thing, it just goes straight in, and it's very nice, easy to use when you're in game. As you can see, this thing is very good in game. Hit! For the resin cast bits, I actually got a foam blast rev trigger, which is the one that wraps around your finger and lets you have a more comfortable grip. This is the Bobololo style rev trigger, and it's very comfortable. I really like it. And there's also the foam blast extended mag release, which is really good. Now for the last thing, for the outside of the blaster, we got some really special parts from Milan of Devil's Ear Nerf Works up in Germany. This is a clear motor cover, and not only is it on that side for the motors, you've actually got one on the other side for the flywheels, so you can see them spinning and revving up, which is super cool. If you look closely, you'll actually be able to see the darts go through, which is just sick. I actually got this because I wanted to show off my Titan Hyperion X Motors, and of course the metal straight worker cage that I am running them in. There is a wiring loom inside this, which I got done by Matt Dyer, because honestly I don't have the time to just go wiring, waste all my time just wiring stuff up, so I decided to get one commissioned. He did an incredible job. This looks really super duper clean, and I'm very happy with the turnout. It's all wired to an XT60 connector inside of the battery tray. And of course, speaking of flywheels, I am using the new black worker flywheels, which are really nice. A lot of you guys remember the original white worker flywheels, which are cool, but they're just, you know, they're getting old. So I actually decided to put some of the new black ones in and test them out, and they work absolutely beautifully, except for one small issue. And what is that one small issue, you might be asking? This thing does not like FPJ darts. I actually put some FPJs through this thing, and honestly all that happens is you take the barrel attachment off and smoke just comes out the front. You just go poof poof with every dart, and it's not nice. It does not feel nice, it does not look nice, doesn't sound nice either. That is why I have to stick to E-kind or waffle darts or whatever you call it, just the waffle tip darts for this blaster, because they're the only ones that it really likes, not hard tip stuff. Now that I actually don't mind, because the waffle darts are actually quite nice. I don't mind them at all. They work really well in this blaster. If you're interested in checking out a full-on game with this blaster, check out my gameplay video, which is super cool because they get plenty of tags, wreck a whole team in one go, and it's really good. And finishing off the internal stuff, up here I've actually got an extended stripe pusher in there, which is the black worker thing. It does practically nothing, but if you're doing an all-out stripe build, then you gotta have that in there. It's just a little bit that you have to get. No LEDs in this thing because I didn't really want to do LEDs, more wiring, and then I'd have to commission Matt to do those as well because I hate wiring and all my soldering iron tips go black and I have a nightmare over time trying to get them to work again.
That escalated quickly.
Speaking of Matt, all this is wired up to a XT60 connector and a cherry micro switch, which is super duper clicky. They're my favourite, they're so cool, and that is just simply put on there. I screwed a screw through the hole in the micro switch onto the screw port, and that just went on very nicely. Didn't even have to use any glue or anything, just went on beautifully. So he wired it up very nicely. If you're interested in checking out Matt Dyer's work, he's actually got a Facebook page called Dark Matter. He does some incredible Nerf stuff, so go check him out. Link will be in the description below, provided the Facebook page is up by now, I think it is. Coming back to the covers that Devil's E Nerf Works actually did these, I put a white stripe on there and I had to cut out a rectangle of clear acrylic for both sides. I love being able to see in and watch my flywheels go and all that. It's super cool. I was actually only originally planning on doing this side, but he was kind enough to send me this side as well, and I didn't even expect it, so absolute legend. Shout out to him. His link will be in the description below as well. Alright, so I hear you want to see the raw power of this thing. You ready? That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage.
I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. I really appreciate your viewership, and I love making videos, so if you want to see more, go check out my channel because I have a ton more. I have mod overviews of snipers and stuff like that, so I don't see why you wouldn't be interested in that. Come on, give it a go. Real quick update as well, I've actually got a boom mic over here, so now I can, well, that just fell over. Now I'll have good audio for gameplay videos, so that will be super sick. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Tiger Foam, and I'll see you all on the next one.